Hello everybody, welcome back to the TEW Save here on the channel. This is the Monday, August 25th, 2025 episode of Monday Night Raw. And yeah, I think we got a good show tonight. I usually say this at the end, but saying this at the beginning just in case any of you don't watch all the way to the end. If you're enjoying and want to see more of this TEW content, please subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comment section any feuds, any feedback. That would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, we just had a NXT Heatwave PLE episode. If you have not seen that yet, definitely go check it out. But we are starting out Monday Night Raw with Jey Uso coming out to the ring, with his Yeet theme. He wants to talk about how good it feels to get a victory over the Vision, teaming up with Braun Strowman last week. But Paul Heyman comes out with the Bronze, and they attack Jey Uso. And Braun does not come out to save him this time, so it's just a beatdown of Jey Uso to start the show for a 78, which Paul Heyman does well. Jey Uso's got his Yeet, and he's Flavor of the Month. And the crowd loved it, so opening the show with Jey Uso, not a bad idea. But the reason Braun Strowman did not come out and save him is because he's in our first match of the night. And we have him going up against Giovanni Vinci, and yeah, he wanted to continue his hot return to WWE, and he does so by getting a victory over Vinci in 10 minutes with a standing triangle choke for a 67, which I'm actually pretty happy with that. I did not think this rating would be super high, but I'll definitely take a high 60s. 65 for Braun Strowman, 52 for Vinci, 58 for the wrestling, 52 for the crowd. Commentary does well. Yeah, very, very happy with that. And after that, we go backstage to Penta telling El Grande Americano that he needs to back off and leave Dragon Lee and the rest of LWO alone. So, Penta getting involved, telling El Grande to back off a little bit for a 66. The crowd is white hot. They love both El Grande and Penta, which is interesting. But yeah, next up, another star that returned looking to make a statement in their first match back is Valhalla, as she returned from her absence last week. And she'll face Scarlett. And Karrion Kross and the War Raiders are at ringside for their respective sides. And immediately Karrion Kross is brawling with the War Raiders. 2v1, he doesn't care. He's just making it chaotic and confusing for Valhalla in the ring. The ref's focused on the match. Doesn't really want to stop what's happening at the ringside. And Kross and Scarlett are trying some shenanigans, but Ivar steps up to the ring apron, which distracts Scarlett enough for Valhalla to quickly roll her up for 1, 2, 3. Valhalla gets the surprise victory over Scarlett for a 42. 47 for Scarlett, 44 for Valhalla, 46 for the wrestling, 39 for the crowd. The chaos of the match helped hide how bad Scarlett was performing. I did make this a mayhem match just because I didn't think Scarlett would do super well. Made it a little bit too long. Valhalla was penalized for stamina. It was an 11-minute match, and I did protect Scarlett. I had her kept strong. And yeah, I wanted it to be a quick flash pinfall as well. I don't want Scarlett to lose too much pop in this match. Yeah, 42 is fine. I mean, mid-40s, high 40s would have been ideal. It's not the end of the world. After that, Sheamus is giving an interview backstage when he's once again attacked by Rusev, who this time has brought one of Sheamus's iconic weapons. The Shillelagh is in Rusev's hands, and he's using it to beat Sheamus. Yeah, a 68 for that segment, 69 for the interview, and 57 for Rusev attacking. People want to hear Sheamus talking, I guess. But yeah, Rusev using Sheamus's own weapon against him before they have a no DQ match, I believe, in Paris this weekend. A good old-fashioned Donnybrook match, I believe, is the correct term that I was trying to think of there. But yeah, next up, an Intercontinental Championship match, which I have set between Ilya Dragunov and Dominic Mysterio. Adam Pearce decided to just give Ilya a title shot after his impressive dominant victory over Giovanni Vinci after returning from injury last week. And I told him to steal the show, so hopefully Ilya carries Dom to a good match rating in this. But yeah, near the end of the match, Dom tries to bring his belt into the ring, but the ref won't have it. They're pulling different sides. Dom gets the belt, and the ref falls and rolls to the outside. And Dom quickly smacks Ilya with the belt, props him up in the corner before wrapping the belt around Ilya's arm and falling down, smacking the mat hard. The ref gets up. He wasn't knocked out too hard. He sees Ilya, propped up in the corner with the belt, a fall on Dom Mysterio on the mat, and calls for the bell for a DQ victory for Dominic Mysterio. And yeah, some Eddie Guerrero shenanigans from Dom, who was off his game a bit. A 70 for Ilya Dragunov, a 62 for Dom. They have pretty good chemistry. A 66 for the wrestling, 58 for the crowd, and 81 for the match. Wow, I am thrilled by that. I mean, Ilya Dragunov definitely did help Dominic steal the show in this match. And yeah, Dominic makes his 5th defense of the Intercontinental title. The crowd's buzzing. Let's see, any penalties, like a stamina. Yeah, Dom, 14 minutes may be a little bit too long for him, and he's inconsistent, but an 81, I'll definitely take that. I didn't even use a creative finish for this, which if I did, it would have been mid-80s potentially. That would have been something. I'm definitely thrilled with this match. But yeah, after that, Alpha Academy are training when they are suddenly attacked by American Made, and Chad Gable just laughs at them as he watches the Creeds and Ivy Nile attack for a 58. And yeah, I don't have a lot for these guys to do. Obviously, Otis is injured. Chad Gable is injured. So I can't really do a 4v4 match between these two, but we'll definitely have them a variation of each group, probably a tag match next week. For a 58, the crowd is all right with this segment. And next up, LA Knight has a match. He comes out looking to make a statement. He calls out anyone in the back that has won a world title to come out and face him. And returning to the WWE, another returning former star to answer his call is Jinder Mahal. And they brawl for a while. Jinder dominates early until LA Knight gets enough momentum, and he's able to get a BFT for the victory for a 65. So Jinder Mahal is back, the modern day Maharaja. Don't hinder Jinder with a initial rating of great. And yeah, he's definitely a heel, so that's fine. For a 65, 54 for the wrestling, 57 for the crowd, 63 for LA Knight, 44 for Jinder, which isn't great. But yeah, an 11-minute match. And you know what? A 65 is decent. I'll take it. And LA Knight probably carrying this match. But that's all right. After that, the vignette plays of a returning Gigi Dolan, who is coming soon to Raw. Hell's favorite harlot gimmick. Gets an initial rating of very good. Not suitable to be used by a heel, which I believe I have her as a face, so that's fine. And I guess don't want her on the microphone. I don't know how I feel about that, but 64 for Gigi Dolan vignette coming soon, coming to Raw. This will not be a Veer Mahan situation, I promise. But next up, Dragon Lee is facing Karrion Kross. Dragon Lee obviously is being targeted by Karrion Kross and El Grande, who believe he would be better suited leaving the LWO behind. And Dragon Lee uses his high-flying offense to get the upper hand until Karrion Kross notices the ref isn't looking and hits a low blow to get the pin in this match. So, yeah, I just told a tainted victory, but this is a 12-minute match for a 69. Nice. 57 for the wrestling, 46 for the crowd, 67 for Dragon Lee, and a 47 for Karrion Kross. I mean, a 69 is definitely a very good rating for a Karrion Kross match. I'll definitely take that. And yeah, after the match, Karrion stands over Dragon Lee and obviously tells Dragon Lee that he would be so much better leaving those LWO losers behind. And he offers to Dragon Lee to think, if he leaves the LWO, he can join him and Scarlett. And then he leaves the ring. So Karrion Kross offering Dragon Lee to join him. After that, a montage plays. AJ Styles is helping Ron Killings train. Didn't have a lot for these two to do on the show tonight, so just having AJ after Gunther beat down Ron Killings last week and humiliated him. AJ Styles offered to help Ron Killings out for an 80. People like both these guys, and I'm very happy with that. But next up, a match between Nikki Bella facing Roxanne Perez. Last week, Raquel beat Brie Bella, and Nikki Bella looks to gain a tag team title shot by beating Roxanne tonight. And Roxanne doesn't have anyone except for Raquel at ringside, who's neutralized by Brie Bella also at ringside. And Nikki Bella is just too experienced for Roxanne, and gets the victory for a 58, which I'm fine with. A rack attack in 11 minutes. A 52 for Roxanne, 51 for Nikki Bella, 51 for the wrestling, 51 for the crowd, 58 for the match. You know what? That's fine. Nikki Bella's stamina is a little bit of an issue, but otherwise not a crazy amount of penalties, which I'm fine. I'm very happy with a 58, I guess. It's not the end of the world. Nikki Bella beating Roxanne Perez, but after that, the rest of the Judgment Day come out and beat down the Bella Twins until Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, New Catch Republic, come out to make the save. For a 64, just Dominic, Liv, Finn, and JD kind of aura farming while Raquel and Roxanne beat down the Bellas, and then New Catch Republic come out to fight with Finn and JD. Obviously, they have a match coming up. So, kind of all of the Judgment Day and their feuds that they're having right now. Ilya Dragunov, I guess, could have also come out, but he's too confused after his loss. He's backstage looking for guidance, trying to figure out what went wrong, how he could have prevented Dom from doing those shenanigans. Judgment Day segment. That's pretty much what we got here. The Grayson Waller effect is next, and they welcome the New Day to the show. The New Day talk about how in sync they've been since cutting the fat out, kind of a double entendre there. Grayson Waller tells them, I actually have a surprise for you, but I can't reveal it yet. So Kofi, I've already set this up for you. Next week, you will have a singles match and find out what the surprise is for yourself. For a 68, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory giving the New Day a surprise next week, a surprise opponent potentially. We'll have to see what that's all about in the next episode of Raw. For a 68, I'm happy with that. Backstage, Gunther tells TJ Perkins that guys like him will never make it in this company, and that this company was built for men like Gunther. For a 62. And if you can't tell what I'm doing here, yes, Gunther will be facing TJ Perkins next week, as I do not have much for him to do, so I'm just going to have him beat. Well, you never know. TJ Perkins could pull off a crazy upset and get a main title push. You'll have to find out next week on Raw, in the next episode of Raw. I don't know exactly when that episode's going up. But next up, Lyra Valkyria has a match, and she wants to keep busy, not get any ring rust. And another returning star, returning to the WWE, Eva Marie. And Lyra Valkyria is technically much better than Eva Marie, and she'll get the victory. A returning star with a gimmick that gets an initial rating of very good. Lyra wins in 9 minutes. 45 for the wrestling, 46 for the crowd, 52 for the match. Lyra with a 52, Eva Marie with a 37. I'm not going to put her in a lot of matches, but she's not great at selling and poor psychology. Yeah, that makes sense. 52, it's not the end of the world. It's not great, but it's not the end of the world. Eva Marie is back. She's going to take some pins. Potentially. You never know. Eva Marie title push. If anyone wants it, leave it in the comments. Let me know if you guys want a stupid, not stupid, a superstar for her to feud with. Let me know. Any storylines? That's another S word I was trying to think of. Any storylines for Eva Marie ideas? I'll take them. Adam Pearce has a contract signing set up for AJ Lee and CM Punk as they are facing Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch in Paris. And Seth and Becky flex their championships. They are mocking CM Punk for hiding behind his wife. And Punk says that he wouldn't be where he is today if not for his wife. And AJ Lee offers the idea that, they're so good. They're so proud of those championships. And if they lose in Paris, they should have to put those titles on the line. Adam Pearce agrees and says, CM Punk will get a shot at Seth's title. AJ Lee will get a shot at Becky's title if Punk and AJ Lee win in Paris. But AJ Lee says, no. I don't want to cut in line. And she argues that Bayley deserves that opportunity before her. And Bayley comes out, tries to talk her out of it, but AJ won't hear her out. So, yeah, if AJ Lee and CM Punk beat Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch in Paris, Bayley will be getting a title shot at Becky Lynch's Intercontinental title. And CM Punk will be getting a title shot at Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship for an 86. And CM Punk invented a new catchphrase that will likely boost his ability on the microphone, as he now has a go-to line, and he was a star in this segment. Okay, I don't know what I guess the catchphrase is man, does it feel good to be in whatever city tonight? Doesn't he say something like that at the beginning of all of his promos? That'll be his catchphrase. And yeah, Bayley, everyone does well off script and improvising. And CM Punk benefits from a hot new catchphrase, I guess. 86. Anyways, great segment, but not the main segment. We have a main event match, as our final match is the tag team match that we teased last week, where Asuka is teaming up with Naomi to face Stephanie Vaquer and Rhea Ripley. And Rhea and Asuka go at it in the beginning, and they both tag in their partners. Stephanie Vaquer and Naomi face off. Vaquer gets control quick. Naomi wants to tag Asuka back in and recover a little bit, but Asuka is distracted by someone running down the ramp to the ring. And Dakota Kai is back and runs to hug Asuka. Naomi is furious, trying to get Asuka to focus on the match, tag herself in, but Stephanie Vaquer takes advantage to get Naomi up for an SVB. And Stephanie Vaquer and Rhea Ripley get the victory in our main event for a 66, 63 for the wrestling, 61 for the crowd, a 73 for Rhea, 58 for Vaquer, 51 for Naomi, 68 for Asuka. And Capcoda gimmick is poor. Not ideal, but not the end of the world. That'll just hurt some of her segments and matches a little bit, but not the end of the world. 66 is a little bit worse than I thought. Obviously I thought Asuka and Rhea would carry it to like maybe a 70s, but it's not. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. I did have it be a storytelling match that hurts the rating a little bit, and then I did a slow build as well. And another thing that hurt is I did keep Asuka and Naomi strong with the whole distraction finish. I don't want them to lose a crazy amount of pop, especially Asuka, just for losing to Stephanie. But yeah, 66. It probably would have been low 70s if the road agent notes weren't what they were, but I'll take a 66 as our whole show gets a 74, which isn't as good as some of the previous shows. We lost popularity in 24 regions, increased popularity in 7 regions. And yeah, so this is the show. If you want to pause and give yourself a quick recap. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said in the beginning, leave a like if you are enjoying this content. Subscribe to the channel to see more TEW content. And yeah, comment down below any feuds you want to see, any feedback you have, any feuds you want me to just get rid of. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode for our first NXT episode since NXT Heatwave. That'll be the next episode. I'll see you guys there. Goodbye.